Tech Cocktail Conversations, candid insights from startup founders, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders from around the globe.
RebelMouse is a company founded by Paul Berry, and we are about 18 months out of launch. So we're based in New York City, and the point of RebelMouse is to enable anyone to make their own Huffington Post, as our founder, Paul Berry, was the CTO of the Huffington Post, and he's built a number of those tools and strategy and thinking to the back end of RebelMouse to enable anyone to have exactly how much or how little content they want published in any given space at any time. And that lets you have complete control, whether it be from social or native blogging or RSS article content. You really can get exactly what you want displayed. Embarrassment comes from the place where blogs used to be able to be updated once every couple weeks or once a week or something like that, but now with the pace of media, you really need to be up to the minute. And so it's challenging to keep up with that if you're having to manually add everything to a page. It would take back-end access and coding sometimes, shifting stuff around, whereas RebelMouse enables you to take advantage of the content you're already producing, as well as content you're interested in produced by others, and it lets you seamlessly pull it both into the same spot. RebelMouse and the back-end editing tools enable you to display the content that is your best or that you choose to display at any given time. You don't just have to have it be a feed of every single thing you post. You can have hashtags against your handle. You can have your Twitter content go to drafts if you want to only moderate certain pieces. So it can be as automatic or moderated as you want, but you have that control to have it not just be a talking of every single thing. And then within your RebelMouse itself, you can move the modules around. It's your mission control. So let's say you really like one Instagram. You can pick that up, move it to the splash, freeze it there, and that's what people are going to see first when they come to your page. There's a major paradigm shift going on right now, and so RebelMouse is squarely in the middle of letting you take control over your content as well as content from others that you want to display seamlessly with your own. And at the same time, you can take content from a RebelMouse page and power a traditional IAB ad unit. So instead of commissioning rich media creative, you can take this amazing content you're already producing or that your users are producing, use our permissions tool, and pull that into an ad unit, which would then be cycled out across your media buy. So it really is an interesting juxtaposition, and I think we're the only person or product in the space that's really taking advantage of those two and playing with that in the middle space to offer a superior offering to our customers. Oh, there's a lot of big things in the future. One of which is going to be an evolution of something that we just launched in January, the dodo.com. And it was kind of a RebelMouse 2.0 teaser. So what that is, it's an animal news site that was co-founded by Izzy Lear, so in the Lear Ventures family. And so that is an editorial site. There's an editorial staff, and they chose that layout, how they wanted it to look. It looks a bit different than the traditional RebelMouse templates you might be familiar with. But we're now bringing that offering to brands, and it's going to be productized so that people can have even more control over the look and feel of their sites, as well as, and more importantly actually, there's new community features built in. So those new community features actually enable you to invite and empower your biggest fans, your ambassadors, your influencers, to submit content right in your own space, and then those people are armed with shared tools to increase that viral loop and keep that traffic flowing. Paul's experience as the CTO of Huffington Post was massively important to him shaping and creating RebelMouse and what is shaping our product roadmap today. So he had armed his editors with a suite of tools in the back end that enabled them to say, you know, content doesn't end when you hit publish. You don't just sit and wait. That is when it starts. That is when you can see if something's really starting to take off and watch what happens if you move it to that top spot or shorten the headline or change out the image, which are all things that you can do via the edit tool with RebelMouse with one touch. So that was a massive piece, as well as a stats tool that's built right into the product so that you can obsessively or not obsessively check that whenever you want or need to really react to what's going on with your content, learn from it, test out new stuff, and make decisions based on that. Paul was always a bit of a rebel, and he chose the name RebelMouse, and it stuck, and he actually commissioned the logo from 99 Designs, which is a fun fact, and that designer is now on staff, and the mouse is a very important part of our culture. We actually have a lot of iterations of the mouse. There is a girl mouse, and an Olympics mouse, and a baby mouse, and a mouse with a DJ headset on, so you really can have some fun with it, and we'd love to talk more about any mice that you would ever want to see.